Hi, welcome back for another Make It Monday video. This is Erin Lincoln. I'm here to help you out with some of your Christmas tasks. I'm going to show you how to turn any die into a folded tag like this one to add to your holiday wrapping projects. And I know you have a lot of them. So let's get started. I actually have 3 variations. You saw the tree and the stills. There it is. Here's an ornament, vintage ornament. And here is a bell from Boughs and Bell by Miley Bells. I wonder if she did that on purpose. Never even saw that before. Alright, so let's just get to it. What we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet of lightweight white cardstock, and I like the lightweight cardstock. I get it from Walmart. It's Georgia Pacific for this technique because you are cutting through 2 layers of cardstock when you make a folded tag. Score it, fold it. Use a bone folder to really make that a crisp fold, and one that'll stay closed. That's important. Bust out your die cut machine of choice. This is my Cuttlebug. My C plate is on the bottom, so I need to cut up into my B plate. If you notice, I place that fold not all the way over on the die, about a ½ inch down, and that is the key. That's really the ticket for creating these folded tags from any die shape. Go ahead and make it go all the way through, and because you're using a lighter weight cardstock, you have no problem cutting through 2 layers. Open it up. Oh, look, isn't it beautiful? Nice folded tag. Now we need a topper. Using Simply Chartreuse cardstock and that tree die again, and this time we're going to cut the entire thing. Really, this idea is from the Shape It Up series that we have already in the dies. There's a cupcake, a snowman, and a onesie. And really, those dies can be used as single dies or like this, where you make a tag. It's just, you know, look at what you have and you can use the same idea to create anything. Alright, here are all my elements, my folded portion. Now I think it's easier to stamp what I'm going to put inside before I add everything on top. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Fillable frames number 10. And this is the to and from stamp because these are Christmas gifts, right? Little True Black ink, new formula, new ink pad. And then we're just going to glue all the elements on top. Easy peasy. And this time of year when you have to make a ton of these, you want it to be easy. I'm such a perfectionist with my glue, let me tell you. Just get it on there. It's like I'm in preschool. And then you just place that full-size cut on top of your folded cut. Piece of cake. And here's just a little message on top. Add a label, basics, and Boughs and Bells. I love those bows. Love, love, love them. Alright, bust out some hole punchers and punch a hole through that little overhang there at the top. Easy peasy. And we're just going to tie it up with some baker's twine. Through the hole and knot it at the top. How easy was that? That was, what, 3 minutes maybe? And if you, do an assembly line for a lot of them, you can probably get it down even quicker. Alright, just a couple variations for you. This is a Bells tag. If you look, the die has 2 dies. They're not a separated die, and it is 1 tag. So I'm just going to show you how you would work around that, because a lot of the PTI dies are these compilation dies when there's a lot of cuts on 1 die piece. Again, folded piece of lightweight white cardstock, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to make sure the piece I want overhangs the fold and cut it through. This time my B plate's on the bottom, holding it. That fold wants to spring up, so you really do have to kind of finagle it a little bit. There we go. As for this other piece, it's pretty much worthless, but you know, a piece of cardstock was what, 3 cents? No biggie. And we used a fraction of it. Now we're going to go ahead and work this tag all the way through using pure poppy cardstock. We're going to cut the fronts. Again, it's a composite die. Maybe composite's not the right word, a combination die. And I'm going to get 2 cuts here. And I'll show you what I do with my extras. Take the extras and I store them with the die. In these little CD envelopes. It was Nicole's idea. Brilliant. And you see where it comes in handy because now I have Holly Jolly. And I already have one cut. Cut it a long time ago. So it really comes in handy. Easy way to store them. Alright, we have all our elements here. Again, I like to do the inside first before I put anything on. It's just easier. Fresh snow ink and that bell. Now, it's really actually quite difficult to stamp on die cuts with the camera in the way, and I am amazed I got this dead on. It was perfect. I couldn't have done this if there wasn't a camera, if I was really trying hard at it. Most perfect stamping die cut I've ever made, and I was, you know, stretched out. My eyes were a foot away. If only I could do that every time. Again, more glue. I'm not much of a perfectionist. As long as it sticks, right? Whatever it takes. Get that little holly on there. I like these ball tip glue pens from Martha Stewart Crafts. I use them a lot. And we're going to put a Harvest Gold button on there. Now, have you noticed when you knot a button on the back and then try to glue it on your project, it's not as flat as it could be? So whenever I can, I knot them on the front. I'm not even doing loops. It's just it's a double knot. Cut it and done. You know, this time of year we don't have a lot of time to be messing around with all these details, so take the shortcuts you can. And just a little score tape will put that on there for me. The only tricky part is getting the backing off when you have no fingernails. Perseverance pays off, however. Alright, and then we're just going to get our hole punch again, punch it on that overhang, hopefully a little bit more in the middle than this one. But you know, it only has to last until the present's unwrapped. It's really no big deal. And here's just a different way to tie up string on that tag. Knot it, and then just slip it through. I prefer this way, but you couldn't do it on the tree because there was so much of an overhang. It would look kind of goofy. There you go. Okay, I have one more variation to show you. You have the tree and the bell, and here's the ornament. And I just wanted to show you that you could still open it up, but put stuff on the back so it is even more dimensional. Makes it a little more difficult to open, but not a big deal. So there you go, 3 variations for turning any die into a folded tag. So good luck with your wrapping. I hope you have a happy holiday, and most importantly, it's creative and stress-free. Merry Christmas!